Good morning, dear children. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe. Today we are going to study about notice writing. What is the notice? How we write a notice? What is the format of writing a notice? And what are the important points we should keep in mind while writing a notice? All these we are going to study in today's class. First of all, let's see what is a notice. A notice is a short, written or printed public announcement. It is written in order to inform a large number of people about something that has happened or is about to happen. Notice, it is a short printed or written information which we give to the large number of people at a time. In this we tell about what has already happened or what is going to happen. It could be an information about any event or about any competition, about something is lost and found, or just a piece of information to be delivered to the targeted audience, to the particular audience. When it can be the information about any competition, any event which is going to take place, we inform to the targeted audience, means to the particular audience whom we want to inform something. Generally, it is written in formal tone, in a formal way we write. Now, let us see the format of notice writing. What is the format of notice writing? Dear children, notice is always written inside the box. You can see here on page number 210, the sample of notice writing is given. Here the notice is put inside the box. And what are the main points, the format of the notice writing we are going to discuss now. The first one is name of issuing authority, one who is issuing the notice, the name of the organization or the authority we write. Right at the top, we write the name of the person or organization that is issuing the said notice. It should be written in the center of the box at the top. After that comes the date. After the name of issuing authority, to the left hand side, we write the date on which the notice has been published. Date is an important aspect of it, since these documents stay as records. You can see here in your book, soon after the notice, soon after the name of the issuing authority comes the date, and that we write at the left hand side of the page. Then comes the title. What is the title? Notice. Notice is the title. We are writing a notice, and notice should be written in the capital letter, N-O-T-I-C-E, notice, and it should be centralized. In the center of the page we should write. After this title comes the heading, the main heading about what we are going to write the notice, and that heading is also centralized. It also should be written in the center of the page, in the center of the box. After the title, we write an appropriate heading to the notice. This heading should make clear the purpose of the notice. For what purpose, for what reason we are writing a notice should be mentioned in the heading. After the heading comes the body of the notice. We write the brief and to the point body of the notice. The important points only we write. We don't write it in much detail, only the important points we mention in this. The main content of the notice is written in the body of the notice. After body of the notice comes the writer's name. At the end of the notice, we write the name and designation of the notice writer, name and designation of the person who is writing a notice. Here in the sample, see here, I have given you the format of the notice writing point wise. First of all, in the center of the box, we write the name of the issuing authority. Then to the left hand side, we write the date on which we are writing a notice. Then we write a title in the center of the box after the date. What is the title? Notice, N-O-T-I-C-E, notice, and that we should always write in the capital letters. After writing this title comes the heading. About what we are writing this notice should be mentioned in the heading. This is also should be written in the center of the box. Then comes the body of the notice. All the important points we write in this, and at last writer's name and designation we write at the left hand side of the box. Dear children, always remember, while writing a notice, the following points should be kept in mind. The description should be very clear, it should be to the point, it should be relevant. All unnecessary things we should not mention in this, and it should be very precise. And dear children, let's see, a notice must include information about. What all information we mention in the notice? It should be about what? What is the notice about? The notice should be clear about what is going to happen or what has already happened. In notice, we should write about what the notice is being written. Then comes the description. Description means a picture in words of something or somebody that happened. Description means a picture in words of something or somebody that happened. If it is relevant or necessary, should be mentioned. Description, if description is very relevant, very important, then only should be mentioned, otherwise we can skip that. Then intended action. The planned action should be mentioned in the notice. About, we should mention our plan. Then the next point is when. This is the time or the date of the event or meeting. About what we are going to write the notice, the information which we are conveying through this notice. In this, we should always mention when that event or any meeting is going to take place. We should mention the date and time. Then comes where. Where means the venue or the location are important details. Where that event or that meeting or any celebration is going to take place, we should mention the venue or the location. So make sure to include this in the notice. All these points you should include in the notice. Once again, I will repeat. What is the notice about? You should mention. Description, if it is relevant, you should mention. A planned action should be mentioned in this. And in the notice, the time and the date of the event or the meeting should always be mentioned. And the venue or the location of the event or any celebration or meeting should always be mentioned. So this is about the notice writing. The format of notice writing, I have explained you how to write notice and what are the important points we should keep in mind while writing a notice. You should always follow. And dear children, here 2-3 samples of notice writing are given on page number 210 and 211. You can go through this. Once again, I'll repeat. Notice should be always written in the box. It should be inside the box. Then on the top, in the center, there should be the name of the issuing authority. After that, at the left hand side of the box, you should mention the date on which you are writing a notice. After that comes the title. What is the title? Notice. N-O-T-I-C-E. Notice is the title, and that should always in the center of the box, as well as should be in the capital letter. After the title comes your heading, about what you are going to write a notice. Heading, a relevant heading should be written, that also should be in the center of the box. And then comes the body of the notice. In body of the notice, all the important points you should mention about what, when, where, all these things, all these basic information should be given in the body of the notice. And then at last comes the writer's name and the designation of the writer. Clear? So dear children, go through all these 3 samples of the notice writing given in your book. I hope you understood how to write the notice. Thank you.